CJ Flyer back at the fire, another YouTube video. I'm recording this at 9:30 a.m. Central, so if I do upload this before the next slate of games start today here on October 27th, I do apologize. I might not get this up before the first game, but keep in mind, just we're recording this at 9:30, so all the predictions we're going to do today, they're going to be up to date. They're going to be before the games start. So I want to talk a little bit about Russell Westbrook and then talk about a couple of the games yesterday and then give my predictions for the games today. So, Russell Westbrook, look, we're about 2 to 4-ish games into the regular season so far for a lot of these teams, and it's overreaction time. The Lakers are clearly the favorite in the West, the Celtics the favorite in the East. Well, I mean, I think we all thought the Celtics would favor the East regardless. But yes, it's overreaction time. Time to overreact to the results that we've seen so far as wins-loss. I remember several years ago when teams like the Orlando Magic went 4-0 and then proceeded to be one of the worst teams in the East. So let's keep our cool, but we do need to talk about some things here. Obviously, that doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with any of the teams that are losing games. Nothing right with any of the games that are winning or teams that are winning games, because the Denver Nuggets, they're in a world of hurt right now. It's not looking very good. I thought they would be able to handle the Clippers at home without much issue. Look at these numbers for Russell Westbrook. 0 of 8 from the field. You cannot make this up. Like this is not an over-exaggeration. I watched some of the lowlights. I will put a link in the description to a website you can go to search players-specific highlights, lowlights, any play revolving around them. You can see all their makes and misses. It's such a cool website. I hope it doesn't get taken down. We're going to keep highlighting that website all season long. But 0 of 8, yeah, it's as bad as it looks. It really is as bad as it looks. 2 of 10 in their first game against OKC. I was like, all right, he's getting the jitters out. It's okay. And OKC is a great team, and he was doing other things. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, a steal. Not a big deal. But this right here in 19 minutes of play, okay. It's a trend now. We're 2 games in. It's starting to look like a trend. If in Game 3 and Game 4 of the season this is still happening, there might be some problems. So just going to highlight that. Obviously, a lot of folks have probably highlighted this already, but just want to kind of give my take on it. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. After watching Russell Westbrook, I've had the privilege. I've had the wonderful opportunity to see Westbrook in person multiple times playing in an NBA game. One of which was OKC Thunder versus the Wizards back in 2019 when he was still on the Thunder and still running the show, so to speak. And then saw him, I think only one other, maybe 2 other times. I saw him again last playoffs, actually, round 1, Mavs versus Clippers in person, and got to witness, that was the game he got ejected, getting into that scuffle with PJ Washington. So, look, I have seen the highs, I have seen the lows in person. We've all seen the highs and lows on the TV and on the highlight reel, and the body language is completely different. I'm not sure we're going to see the old Westbrook ever again, and it's really a sad sight to see because this is not how I wanted to see him go. I was actually low key like a pretty. I was a Westbrook. I don't know if I'd say a Westbrook fan, but I don't know. He was really entertaining to me back in his OKC days. So really unfortunate to see. I hope it doesn't continue, but there needs to be some major changes around how that team operates for things to turn out well. I don't know. As far as the Nuggets as a team, I don't have any doubts they'll start winning games. But as far as Westbrook's performances, a little bit iffy. All right, let's go ahead now, look at yesterday's games and look at the predictions we had. So there was 10 games on the schedule on a day in which there were several other major sporting events going on, so not a lot of a lot of spotlight on the NBA. The Mavs game, of course, as a Mavs fan, not what you want to see. Well, I take that back. Seeing what Luka, Kyrie, and Klay were able to do, that was great. Klay, again, looking like he's on fire. Just immediate catch and shoot on some of those plays, getting passes from Luka. It's just so beautiful to watch, man. It gets me so excited. I see why Warriors fans really loved having Klay on their team for all those years. So, unfortunate loss. The bench just did not show up for the game against the Suns. I'm not really too concerned. Again, it's like way too early in the season to start getting upset at my favorite team or start, critiquing teams too heavily. But yes, it is worth acknowledging some issues like the Nuggets have. So, Clippers, Nuggets, we were wrong about that. Thought the Nuggets was going to win. Same with the Magic Grizzlies. Magic came out or hold up. I picked I picked the Magic. On a night where I probably should have picked the Grizzlies. Anyways, and then Lakers keep proving me wrong. I keep thinking they're due for a loss, and they haven't gotten a loss yet. So, granted, all of their wins so far, they're at home. I think once they hit the road, things might change. But we'll see. Today's games, we got the 76ers and the Pacers. Obviously, Tyrese Haliburton that last game, not looking so hot. He went 0 of 7, 0 of 8. They got no injuries. Sixers, they still, I believe, have Paul George and Embiid out. So I'm leaning towards giving this to the Pacers. It's a home game for them. I think they'll be back at it. Not too concerned about them. Bucks and Nets, I'm going to give it to the Bucks, although I do feel like if the Nets are, going to get any wins this season, for whatever reason, I just have a gut feeling that this is a game that they could steal. Nets are not looking too terrible. As terrible as I thought they'd be. Ben Simmons is at least decent. Pelicans, Blazers, I'll give this one to the Blazers. And then Hawks, Thunder, we'll give this one to the Thunder, of course. Although let me double check the injuries on that. I believe one of these teams, Atlanta still got their couple of injuries. OKC, that's fine. Yeah, OKC wins this game. And then Clippers, Warriors. Buddy Hield has been on fire lately. Clippers are coming off a back-to-back. They just played in... Yeah, that's actually wild. They just played in Denver, and now they got to go to the Bay. Wow. Did I read the schedule right? They're playing... Oh, my goodness. Man, that's wild. That's an intense road trip right there. Good luck, Clippers. Honestly, getting one of those two is pretty impressive, not going to lie. That being said, Pelicans, Blazers, we did see that same exact matchup a couple days ago with Brandon Ingram hitting the game winner. I think the Blazers, it was a close game, and the Pelicans are already down DeJounte Murray. I think the Blazers could turn around and make it a 1-1 series there. And so then let's go ahead and look again at the FanDuel Sportsbook betting odds. I'm not partner affiliated with them. I'm not promoting sports gambling, sports betting. Do it at your own risk responsibly. I'm not responsible for anything. I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm not trying to give advice. I hope that clears everything up. I have to say that every day, I feel like. Okay, so Pacers favored, Pelicans favored, Bucks favored. So Pacers, Bucks, Pelicans. I'm surprised the line on the Pelicans is so high. I don't think they should be favored by that much. Thunder and Warriors. So there you have it. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Russell Westbrook, is this it? I mean, people already thought this might have been the end after last year and the year before and the year before that. But is this really the end now? Is Westbrook off this team by the end of the season? Let me know. Click on one of the videos on your screen right now for more NBA discussion.